Hello and welcome back to Calgunner TV. I'm Cal, and today City drop points again, three times in a row. This is just not something I was expecting at all, especially since Rodri came back. Since Rodri's come back, they've literally have not won a game. It's actually insane to me. And me, Arsenal fan, I'm just rubbing my hands, man. Like, this is exactly what I wanted going into this January. I would not feel comfortable unless there was a 5 point gap. We're six. We can make it eight. Eight tonight against Liverpool. Please, we must. We absolute must. Let's get into it. And before I get into it, please hit that like button as to help support the channel. And please subscribe if you want to see more. Now, just getting into the game because I actually watched the game. And that first half was first of all, to be honest, if I be 100% honest with you, for large portions of the game, it was pretty boring, mainly because, well, firstly, it was frustrating because Brighton created so many good gilt edge chances that they just refused to score. When they missed two clear cut through on goal chances, I literally put in my group chat, I was just like, yeah, Brighton aren't scoring today. They don't have their shooting boots on. They're going to regret it. And to be honest, that was actually a sign to things to come because City literally did not look like scoring in that first half of football. They did not look like scoring at all. And Doku was pretty much the only person that was even attempting to do anything. Phil Foden invisible again. And he won them the penalty, and they deserved the penalty because it was a blatant, kick brother in the legs and in the box, and Haaland goes up and he scores, and you know what Haaland does, Haaland scores like that, and it was 1-0 at halftime, and for me, it didn't feel like City really deserved to be 1-0 up because they were really dead. They weren't creating anything. And Brighton had the much better clear-cut chances. Going into second half, Brighton literally looked absolutely defeated and dead. They didn't look like they were out there to play. I thought, okay, here we go, another game where they roll over. And like we've been here before, like trying to hate watch City, where they kind of like they get a goal and they kind of just kill a team off. Like City were creating the much better chances in that second half. They were like yeah, they were creating the better chances. They were like peppering them, and they were missing some pretty gilt edge charges. I think Bernardo Silva missed a pretty clear cut chance, and even Haaland like just missed a clear cut chance as well. So yeah, they were pretty much cruisy. I thought it was like I was tuning into other games at times just to check the scores because I was like, this is boring to watch because it was boring to watch. It was just City being on control of the game. Then, Brighton literally scores out of nowhere. The Japanese prince, Mitoma, scores bottom corner out of nowhere, to be honest. And after that, the game completely changed. Brighton literally just got belief and they got back into the game and they just were creating chance after chance again. And City were creating chances, and there was this back and forth game. Like Pep decided that, you know what, I had enough of Nico Gonzalez. I'm going to put in Rodri. I'm going to put in Turkey. I'm going to put in everyone. Phil Foden was subbed off because Phil Foden was absolute crap. Brighton literally gave City the ball away in their own half like two or three times. Haaland was literally one on one, and he just completely scuffed it after Cherki let him in. It was just after like Brighton gave away the ball, Cherki made a through ball to Haaland. Haaland just shoots it, but the keeper saves it. It wasn't that good of a shot. Like it was absolutely insane. And for me, I was just watching that game to the end, and I'm thinking to myself, "Well, City's they're definitely gonna just go and win this in the last minutes, even down to the last, minute of extra time, and they only got 5 minutes of extra time, which I was actually really surprised because for some reason this season it doesn't really matter. I feel like 6 minutes to 6 to 8 minutes seems to be like the bare minimum, and if in second halves these days, especially against in the top six teams, and I was expecting City to get like 10 minutes for no reason. They ended up getting 5 minutes, and yeah, they didn't capitalize. Even they lose the ball, and Brighton had the last kick of the game with the terrible cross because they were trying to win the game. So yeah, the mentality monsters City drop the ball again. And these guys aren't the same guys. They're just not the same guys. You know, they don't have the killers anymore. They thought Phil Foden was going to come in here and replace Kevin De Bruyne, and it never happened. It never happened. They don't have Gundogan. They don't have a second string of elite players anymore. They're just not that team. And despite having the best, striker in the world, Pep isn't can't solve his problems. And he's going out into the market now and he's getting some menu. I think we got the here we go from Fabrizio Romano, and they're probably going to try and sign Gurhi. But we have an opportunity to make it so that Semenyo and Gurhi makes absolutely no difference to Manchester City if we can just continue to increase this point gap. We have a golden opportunity here to go out there and just absolutely kill them. Like, just absolutely crush them. You know, this Liverpool side hasn't been good this season. And, but let us be really honest here. A lot of our opposition, they play up to us. They don't ever give it to us easy. We saw it with Chelsea. We're going to see it with Liverpool. Liverpool are coming to the Emirates and they're going to fight tooth and nail. We have Van Dijk on social media saying, you know, he's up for the challenge. The team's up for the challenge. Blah 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 blah. They're really gonna come here and they're gonna try and take points off us, and we can't let them. They beat us away. We need to beat them at home. And 8 point gap would literally put Manchester City in a do or die situation away to Manchester United in the next Premier League game. We can really do this season. We can actually win the league. This is what champions are made of. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm throwing my toys out the pram if we manage to drop points this game. I'm just not, because I actually believe in this team and they're going to be ups and downs. And the team so far this season has showed that they're capable of capitalizing off drop points from other from challenging teams. But yeah, Aston Villa also dropped points as well. So the 8 points would be to both clubs. So yeah, we have a really good opportunity here, and I'm confident that we're probably gonna win this game. Like, I have a feeling, man, it's so hard. Like, it's so, like, every game I just feel I'm just flip flopping. I'm like, oh man, like my brain is telling me you should be winning this game, but my heart as an Arsenal fan, I'm so nervous, I'm so edgy because I want to win the league this badly. So it's hard for me to come out here with chest. But my analytical brain, when I'm watching us play and I'm watching the rivals play, it tells me, no, you are playing the best football. No, you deserve to win the league this season. And yeah, that's just I'm just all over the place because I'm just excited, man, and I really want this to be our year, and we have an opportunity to be 8 points clear. And to be honest with you, being 8 points clear also helps us not only in the league, but it gives us a buffer zone. So for the run in the Champions League and the Carabao Cup, we don't have to be feel pressure on all fronts every game, and that's a great opportunity for us to win multiple trophies this season. Let's win the lot, Let's go for it. Let's go for broke. We have the squad for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, really happy that City dropped points. The mentality monsters dropped points. And we have a golden opportunity to be 8 points clear if we beat Liverpool. Let's go out there and do this. Come on, you Gunners. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.